Good morning, St. Martin. I'm Justine Lázaro.
And I'm also Lawrence.
And welcome to another edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Brought to you by TV15.
We're bringing the latest and most important stories around the island and beyond.
Let's dive directly into this week's top headlines.
A fatal shooting occurred on the evening of Saturday, May 3rd, at a gas station on Bush Road. Police received multiple emergency calls around 9:45 p.m. and immediately dispatched patrol units and ambulance services to the scene. Upon arrival, authorities found a young male victim who had died from gunshot wounds. Preliminary reports indicate that the shooter was an unknown assailant who fled the scene in an unidentified direction. The KPSM Detective Department is conducting a full investigation to uncover the circumstances of the shooting. Authorities are urging anyone with information to contact the Major Crimes Team at 1721-542-2222, extensions 208, 223, or 214, or call the anonymous tip line at 9300.
Police have confirmed the surrender of a fifth illegal firearm as part of the Stop, Drop, and Go campaign. A .22 caliber rifle was handed in anonymously at the Cold Bay Police Station, marking a key step in the effort to reduce gun violence in St. Martin. The disarmament program, jointly run by KPSM and the prosecutor's office, allows individuals to turn in firearms without facing prosecution. The campaign has now been extended through Wednesday, May 7th. Weapons must be unloaded and sealed in a bag or box, and no personal information is collected. Financial rewards of up to $500 are available for surrendered weapons or anonymous tips that meet the campaign's criteria. Tips can be submitted via the anonymous tip line at 9300. For full details, visit policesxm.sx or contact KPSM Communications at 542-9128. The government of St. Martin observed National Remembrance Day on Sunday, May 4th, alongside other countries within the Kingdom of the Netherlands. This year's theme was 80 Years of Freedom, marking 8 decades since the end of World War II. The official ceremony took place at Captain Hodge Wharf in Phillipsburg and included prayers, wreath-laying by government leaders, and 2 minutes of silence. Tributes were paid by uniformed services, students, and World War II survivors. Attendees laid single flowers at the War Memorial, and citizens across the island joined in a nationwide moment of silence at 6 p.m. The ceremony began at 6 p.m. with public access starting at 5:30 p.m., and roads to the wharf were closed during the event.
In a moment, I will call forward His Excellency the Governor, President of Parliament, and the Prime Minister to take their positions to perform the ceremony. After the wreaths have been laid, I kindly ask everyone to remain at their positions for the playing of the last toast, the tolling of the church bells, the 2 minutes of silence, followed by the Dutch anthem.
Sunday, May 4th marked both National Remembrance Day and International Firefighters Day, a moment to reflect on the vital role firefighters play in keeping communities safe across the world. In celebration, fire departments in Winair, St. Eustatius, and Sable held short parades between 11 a.m. and 12 p.m. with sirens and flashing lights. The demonstrations were held with full respect for the solemn commemorations of Remembrance Day. The Caribbean Netherlands Fire Department, BKCN, expressed deep gratitude to its personnel, acknowledging the bravery required to run towards danger when others flee. Citizens were encouraged to thank firefighters in person and celebrate their unwavering service. Happy Firefighters Day.
Let's put everything on the table. People always give their opinion, and you can either take it or crunch it. Let them judge. We give in to the most irresistible flavor. We devour every nugget that falls in our hands, especially when it's our crunchy fried chicken. And let the crumbs fly if needed. Let them keep judging. We'll keep indulging. KFC, it's finger-licking good.
Hello, my people. Make sure you tune in to Sit, Sip, and Chat every Monday at 5 p.m. on TV 15 and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m.
And make sure tune in to the Late Night Show with Andrew Dick from Monday to Friday at 10 p.m. with a repeat in the afternoon for no reason. In the afternoon, the Late Night Show at 3 p.m. Thank you, TV 15.
Thank you, TV 15. Make sure tune in.
Make sure tune in to the Late Night.
And Sit, Sip, and Chat.
Late Night.
5 labor stalwarts were honored on May 1st during St. Martin's annual Labor Day ceremony held at the government building. The event celebrated their dedication to workers' rights and contributions to the island's labor movement. Honorees include Ludson Evers, SMCU, Melissa Fleming, WITU, WITU, Reginald Bakary Arundel, Wixu, PSU, Margaret Priest, WIHCUA, and Rogerel Mauricia, ABVO, St. Martin, who was absent. Officials in attendance include Labor Minister, the Honorable Reginald Bruch, His Excellency Governor Ajamu Bailey, Prime Minister, the Honorable Dr. Luke Mercelina, and various union representatives. Though not delivered in person, WITU President Roxana Pantoflet shared a written message emphasizing the value of every worker's role. Fair wages, safe conditions, and respect shouldn't be privileges. She wrote, "Their rights we all deserve." Pantoflet urges continued unity, noting that progress requires collaboration between workers, employers, and government to ensure no one is left behind.
Caribbean tourism has reached new heights, with the region welcoming 34.2 million visitors in 2024, a 6.1 jump over 2023 and nearly 7% above pre-pandemic levels, according to the Caribbean Tourism Organization. This marks the second consecutive year of surpassing 2019 benchmarks. Growth was driven by strong U.S. travel demand, a recovering Canadian market, and better air connectivity. Top destinations included the Dominican Republic, with 8.5 million visitors, Jamaica with 2.9 million, and St. Martin, which showed a remarkable 48% increase in arrivals compared to 2019. Montserrat led year-over-year growth with a 29.4% surge. The cruise industry also rebounded strongly, recording 33.7 million visits, a 10% rise over last year. Hotel occupancy inched up to 66.6%, while average room rates climbed to $437. Despite global uncertainties, the Caribbean is forecasted to grow another 2% to 5% in 2025. CTO Secretary General Donna Regis Prosper called for continued investment and sustainable practices to maintain the region's momentum and resilience. Winair has officially announced the continuation and expansion of its air service between St. Martin and Montserrat, following a successful trial in February and March. The airline will now offer a more structured schedule to support regional connectivity. The summer schedule begins with 2 weekly flights in May and June, increasing to 3 flights a week starting June 1st. The summer schedule begins with 2 weekly flights in May and June, increasing to 3 flights a week starting July 1st. This move aims to boost accessibility for residents and visitors while fostering tourism and economic development. Montserrat Premier Ruben T. Meade welcomed the reintroduction of the Twin Otter aircraft, calling it part of a broader effort to improve air transport and reestablish the St. Martin Gateway. This development also enables Montserrat's inclusion in Winair's interline agreements with international carriers. Winair CEO Hans van der Velde thanked Montserrat's authorities for their cooperation and reaffirm the airline's commitment to consistent, reliable service. Flight schedules and bookings are available at winair.sx or via travel agents.
The St. Martin's Library wrapped up Heritage Reflection Month with a compelling virtual dialogue on Friday evening, May 2nd, spotlighting Carnival's cultural legacy. The event featured author Carla Vlon and cultural advocate Clara Reyes in conversation about the historical and symbolic power of Carnival in shaping national identity. Vlon, whose thesis, "Tis We Thing, Alawi," explores the development of Carnival on St. Martin, shared research insights into how the event serves as a living heritage. Reyes, known for her work in Caribbean arts and cultural preservation, moderated the conversation and emphasized Carnival's role as a reflection of the island's spirit. "This is more than a closing event. It's a cultural checkpoint," Reyes said. Broadcasted across the library's social media, the dialogue invited the broader community and diaspora to reflect on St. Martin's evolving identity. The conversation concluded a month-long series of exhibitions and discussions celebrating the island's rich cultural stories.
The deadline to submit 2024 income tax return forms A and B has been extended to June 30th, 2025. Invitations are being sent by regular mail. If you don't receive one, you must request it. Forms are available online at the Government of St. Martin's website. Taxpayers must submit forms in person at the Tax Administration Office located in the Vineyard Building. Online or email submissions are not accepted. For proof of submission, bring a copy to be stamped. Taxpayers who need an extension must request it before June 30th, 2025.
Hey there, it's Mizzy with the Sunshine Report, straight out of Sunshine City, St. Martin, bringing you the warmth and the sunshine you need to kickstart your day. So let's dive into today's forecast and see how the skies are treating us. And that's it for your Sunshine Report, brought to you by the Met Department of St. Martin. Stay safe, enjoy the breeze, and have a great day, Sunshine City.
Another level. What is it?
Guess what? I got an idea. It's amazing. You see how we have the link sharing all everywhere?
QR link,
the
yeah.
QR link?
Yeah.
Raw Caribbean Channel app. Winair, you're welcome. Put it in the back.
But it's not an app though. It's not an app. App you have to like download something to get it on your phone, take up space. It's not an app.
It's like an app. Therefore, it can be an app. So, it's an app. Raw Caribbean TV app. Say it with me, Al. Come on.
It's not an app though. All you gotta do with that, it's a link. You take the link, you hit the bookmark, you say add to home screen, and so it shows up like an app icon, but it's not an app though.
Are you a real person? It is an app because you get to watch all the programs from Raw Caribbean at one place. It is an app.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but factually and technically, it's not an app. Kind of like we do the news, facts,
Yeah.
and you do that thing you do.
Whoa.
Point being, you just go to the QR, you hit bookmarks, and you hit add to home screen, and then you can have the link to, let's give it another name.
The app.
You want to call it the app?
Raw Caribbean TV app?
Jess.
Yes.
Jess, please, give some sense, Jess. Jess.
It's kind of like an app.
That's why she gets the big bucks.
It's not an app, though. It's not a app. What the It's not a app.
You kiss your mother with her mouth? My God. Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Watch Raw Caribbean TV app.
Yes.
It's not an app, though.
You Too Can Move is celebrating its 13th anniversary with a week of festivities starting Monday, May 5th with a Zumba dance fitness class at LB Scott Sports Auditorium at 5:30 p.m. The organization, funded by MP Sarah Westcott Williams in 2012, has expanded its mission to promote wellness, health, and cultural pride, especially for women. The week's events include dance fitness classes, a health lecture, and a Zumbathon of Light at Boardwalk Night on Friday, May 9th. The festivities conclude with a morning stretch and meditation session on May 10th and a Mother's Day brunch on Sunday, May 11th. All are invited to join in these celebrations of movement, health, and community. Tickets for the Zumbathon will be available starting May 5th. For more details, contact Mrs. Sherilyn Germain or Mrs. Nivella Daniel.
Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association, CHTA, will host the Caribbean Travel Forum on May 19th, 2025 in Antigua ahead of the Caribbean Travel Marketplace. This key event will bring together leaders from both public and private sectors to discuss critical topics shaping the region's tourism future. Key discussion points include data-driven insights into Caribbean travel trends, the impact of global instability on tourism policy and advocacy priorities, improving intra-Caribbean airlift, strengthening tourism linkages, and sustainable tourism practices. The event will feature presentations from industry experts including Olivier Ponty from Forward Keys and Zeke Coleman from Tourism Economics. A special panel on sustainable tourism will showcase Antigua and Barbuda's eco-conscious initiatives, such as community-led development and marine preservation efforts. Attendees can benefit from airline discounts through LIA 2020 and Sunrise Airways. The event is open to both CHTA members and non-members, with early registration encouraged due to limited space. For more details and to register, visit the official forum website.
May 3rd, 2025, we observe World Press Freedom Day, a reminder of fundamental truth. Freedom for the people depends on freedom of the press. Independent journalism is the backbone of accountability, justice, and human rights, allowing us to stay informed and hold those in power accountable. The dangers journalists face continue to grow, with rising attacks, detentions, and killings, especially in conflict zones like Gaza. The threats they endure underscore the vital importance of their work. This year's observance highlights a new challenge. Artificial intelligence can either support or undermine press freedom, with biased algorithms and misinformation clouding the information landscape. Accurate, fact-based information remains our best defense against these dangers. At NEWSDESK St. Martin, we stand firmly with this resolution, as originally conveyed by the United Nations, and commit to upholding press freedom, supporting the work of journalists everywhere who risked everything to keep us informed and safeguard our right to know. That's all the time we have for today's edition of St. Martin News Desk.
Thank you for joining us. Remember, new episodes premiere every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 a.m. on TV 15, across our social media platforms, and all Alexa devices globally. I'm Austin Lawrence.
And I'm Justine Lassiter, wishing you an amazing week. See you next time.
Stay friendly.
St. Martin.
That's right.